Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a good day. It is March 7th, and today I am back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about this week's storm systems, because we do have an increasing chance of severe weather across much of the central U.S. and even the east, maybe. So we're going to be talking about that in today's video. Yes, so let's get started. So currently, this is what we have going on. We're going to start off by looking at 500 MB vorticity, and let's go out to when I think our severe weather is going to start. So we can see, looks like our first wave starts to get here around Tuesday. What we're going to be, the area we're going to be watching is kind of this area right here. Maybe a little bit further north, maybe a little bit further east. But that's kind of going to be the main area we're watching. We can see Tuesday, we have upper level low off the coast of Oregon and California. Kind of have a negative tilted, or not negative tilt, sorry, positive tilted trough in this area. Not a negative tilt would be better, but we don't have it. So a positive tilted trough starting to come in for Tuesday, kind of Tuesday afternoon. But Tuesday I'm not expecting it to be very good, Tuesday I'm not expecting there to be much severe weather because we don't really have a good surface low, and we don't really have a lot of instability at all. But Wednesday, I'm expecting it to start to ramp up a little bit. We go out to Wednesday, and this is what we have. Our low moves into California. A very interesting positive tilted trough right here. And in front of this, I'm going to be watching for the chances of severe weather, mainly in that area, if anywhere. So let's go out to this. Now let's get that away. We actually can use the NAM model for Wednesday, so that's actually going to be very helpful. We can see it doesn't really show a whole lot of storms forming. It does show some, but that's not going to tell us everything. So let's go ahead and look at 180 ml Cape. It's one of my favorite things to use. Here, so we can see Tuesday we don't really have a lot of instability. We have a little bit in this area, but nothing significant. Just a little bit of instability. We could have maybe a marginal risk Tuesday. That's about it. And if anywhere, I would expect the marginal risk to probably be maybe in this area. We can look into that a little bit further real quick. Let's go over to I think we can see surface lows with this. Okay, so we go out to Tuesday. We have a surface low. Sorry about that. We have a surface low setting up right here, not really strong yet. And it seems like we have a front like this. And if anything, I would expect the severe weather to be right here, or anywhere where we would have the best lift. We do have a little bit of instability. And let's take a look at lift real quick. I don't really know if there's any. Let's take a look at low-level lapse rates and mid-level lapse rates. So low-level lapse rates, they're decent in this area, kind of right in front of it. So maybe we could have, the SPC could put in the marginal for Tuesday. Let's take a look at helicity. Yeah, we have a little bit of helicity. Actually, some decent numbers. And supercell composite. We don't want to look at the values of supercell composite. We just want to look at where it's placed, and we have nothing. So it's not really a problem. So yeah, that's Tuesday. Now Wednesday looks a little bit more interesting. Let's go back to Cape and see what we have. So we can go out to Wednesday. Let's go to Wednesday afternoon. We actually have a lot of Cape. Not a lot, but a pretty good amount for this time of year. Going all the way up into Iowa, all on this front. The most Cape is in southern or south central Kansas right here, as you guys can see. And so we actually have a decent amount of instability for Wednesday. And that continues over into the night also. We have around almost 2,000 Cape overnight, Wednesday night, and even the early Thursday morning this week. So that's pretty interesting for this time of year. And we go out to, let's go back to simulate. Let's go to simulate reflectivity, actually. Well, no, because we can't see the, where we have our surface low. But we have our surface low. Seems like we have one in Texas, and probably have one kind of setting up in Iowa. We have a front in between those. So I think it's going to be I think that kind of looks like a stationary front setting up right there. So we could have some storms going off right in front of that front. Maybe in that area. The area I'm watching is probably this area right here. And for actually pretty strong storms, you could see them maybe in southeastern Kansas. maybe south central Kansas also. So Wednesday looks very interesting. Let's actually take some soundings. Let's take one here in south central Kansas. Now this is College of DuPage, so the soundings are a little blurry. Hopefully you guys can see them on the recording. This is in south central Kansas, so first off, look at that direction. Okay, sorry, wait, is this black? Alright, so that directional shear is looking pretty nice. That Hodo, definitely not bad. We have enough moisture, dew point of 59. That's enough for this time of year. And lapse rates though are pretty decent. They are getting warmer though as you go up a little bit, so that could be interesting. And we do have some drier air aloft, as you guys can see right there. So pretty interesting. And we also have a decent amount of cape, 800 or around 800 cape. That's manageable. Not a whole lot. I mean, see, potential hazard type is tornado, but that doesn't tell us everything. That's just the analogs. And also, we can also, it is slightly capped, and lapse rates are not very steep, especially at the surface with this sounding. And we can also see shear is very good though, and helicity is just around 200. So that's overall a pretty decent sounding. We can let's go to low level lapse rates here, and go out to Wednesday. Let's take one further north. Let's take one maybe like right here, where we have really good low level lapse rates. So this is a worse sounding. I think this is probably to the north of the front actually. We have a dew point of only 51. That's not very good. Cape is okay. It's manageable still, only around 500 though. Well, 800 surface. But like I said, these surface lapse rates are a little bit more steep, but the directional shear though also not very good. And the Hodo looks weird. So it looks like not a perfect setup, but it does look like we could have a decent chance of severe weather Wednesday. Some of these areas. Let's go back over to Cape. And it looks like the front might lift further north throughout the night. So that could mean those areas in this where we just okay, that's terrible. We maybe could get severe weather in those areas right there. Now let's take one further south, where maybe it's not going to be terrible. All right, yeah, that's not gonna really do much. It is terribly capped. That inversion right there is pretty strong. And yeah, that's a pretty terrible sounding. Can't lie. I mean, the shear is there. It's not, the shear doesn't look perfect though. But yeah, it does look like Wednesday. I'd say mainly this area right here could probably be the area to watch for now. And we'll have to see as we get closer. Maybe up in the Iowa actually. Let's take a sounding up in Iowa. Just to we don't want to say that area is not going to get severe weather because we haven't even looked at it. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Maybe we can take one during the day in that area. Let's take one down in Oklahoma, actually, Wednesday afternoon. The NAM shows no storms initiating down here, but look at those surface lapse rates. Wow, that is nice. Only a marginal severe sounding, but we do have surface lapse rates. The problem is, or they do cool off as you go up also. That's pretty good. And shear, not really the best, but it does exist. So we're going to have to see if we can get storms actually form down there. And we'll go into that a little bit more as we get more high resolution models like the NAM3 and eventually the HRRR. That'd be very helpful. Now let's go out and talk about what we're going to have later this week. So we have this cutoff low. It's going to turn into a cutoff low, but this is Thursday evening. This low is still right here. We got that positive tilt. Maybe severe weather potentially in this area. We'll have to see though. And we go out to we go out to Friday. That surface low moves east. So this is Saturday. This looks really interesting. This is now a cutoff low, or not surface low. I'm sorry. This is an upper level low. It's now a cutoff low, as the jet stream ridges like that. But look at that punch right there. I like to see that, and maybe some convection in this area. That's where I would watch for some thunderstorm activity. Maybe some severe weather. Now, this is far out, so we're not going to look into details, like with instability and stuff, but that's where I would watch for severe weather. Maybe Saturday afternoon. And this low moves further north, and Sunday, we might have some convection. We might have storms maybe kind of this area in front of it. It depends on where the surface low is also, though, but the upper level low is centered around, it's right to the south of Kansas City. But this looks good, though. Or pretty, it looks like a pretty nice cutoff low. And we can go to, actually, let's click on this real quick. So, this is our 174, forecast hour 174. Let's click on that. And then let's go over and see where the surface low is. So first off, let's mark this as where our surface low is. And then let's bring it over to precipitation type. Scroll down. It's right, okay, so the surface low is right, it's at the same area as the upper level low. So I have to see what that does. But we can see we actually have some snow in this area, actually pretty heavy snow also. And some maybe thunderstorms in this area right here. So kind of what I was just talking about with this. And this could even also be maybe a slight negative tilt to it. So that could enhance our severe weather potential a little bit. But yeah, the wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow, of course. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday night. And yes, goodbye.